Today we are working on some home improvement projects. First up, the bathroom. Hey everybody, it's Natasha with Nursing Our Travel Bug. If you've been following along on our journey, you will know that we have been full-time RVers in our Jayco North Point 377 RLBH for almost 4 years now, and we've kept it pretty stock. We really haven't changed too much, and I've been following along on a lot of Facebook groups and YouTube channels with all of these really cute RV renovations, and I really want to do some renovations here in our house too. We are trying to cut a little bit of weight in the rig, so I wanted to take out these shower doors, and I figured, well, if I'm going to do the shower doors, well, then I might as well add a really cute backsplash behind the sink. And then if I'm going to do that, I need to add a really cute shower curtain and mat and other accessories to really make the colors pop in this bathroom. So yeah, that's usually how the home improvement projects go. It starts with one little thing and then it snowballs. Because this space is really tiny, and as you may know, I am Barb Vila, I'm going to be tackling this project myself. Despite this project sounding really complex and maybe a little daunting, I think it's actually going to be relatively simple. And it will require some simple low-tech tools. These 4 tools right here are really all that I need. I have a standard screwdriver, and of course it's got that all-important RV needed square bit. I also need some kind of cutting device, and that is where my handy dandy little X-Acto knife comes into play. Tape measurer, always important. Measure twice, cut once, right? And finally, when I get everything installed and in place, I'm going to need to seal everything up, so I have some silicone here in the caulk gun to make everything nice and watertight. So come along and watch the process and enjoy the amazing transformation at the end. Well, what is first? We're going to clean off the counter space, clear everything out of the bathroom, and then we're going to take out this really heavy glass shower door. I'm so excited to see it go. Let's get to it. So as you can see, I'm going to have to take this frame off in pieces, 4 to be exact, before I can actually remove the shower doors. And this top piece here is only secured with 2 screws that actually go into the side of this part of the frame, but it's also got caulk all the way around it to make it watertight. So that is where my little X-Acto kind of knife is going to come in handy. I'm just going to cut that seam to kind of break that silicone loose so I can lift this off and get it out of here. Oh my Lanta. Guys, these are so heavy. If you're trying to cut weight in your RV, this is a great way to do it. Now, let's get the rest of this aluminum frame out of the shower. Alright, so now we got the entire track out of the shower, but what it has left in its wake is globs of silicone caulk. Yeah, you can like peel it off little by little, but that's very time consuming. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I have taken the razor blade out of my little X-Acto knife. Here, you don't have a guard, so no, it's not the safest thing. So take extra care. If you're kind of accident prone or if you're worried about it slipping, I would recommend wearing some kind of gloves just to protect your skin. Of course, the razor blade will get rid of most of the silicone, but you can still get that really thin layer that's left over. So I have enlisted my bottle of mineral spirits and an old shop towel, and we are just going to lightly apply that to the ends, and hopefully that will easily take off the silicone. Well, it is a little time consuming and it does require some elbow grease, but utilizing the mineral spirits really does work. Woo! That was quite the job, but I've got all of the silicone removed from the shower. So now I'm going to add some more silicone. So I have my handy dandy caulk gun here, and then I have some Supreme silicone. This stuff says that it will actually prevent mold from growing for a lifetime. So this stuff should be good. Before I actually put any silicone on this, I actually cleaned up what the mineral spirits left behind. I used just a little Clorox wipe. You could use like a rag with soap and water just to kind of get that solvent off the shower. Otherwise, when you put the silicone on there, it's not gonna want to stick. We're not really gobbing a lot on though. We just have to fill in those screws and the previous screw holes just to make everything nice and watertight so that nothing gets behind the fiberglass shower. And then we can move on to the next project. Now this silicone dries relatively quickly. The package says it is rain ready in 30 minutes. So while those holes dry up, we are going to work on the bottom of the shower. Now, since we have taken out that little toe kick or that guide that the shower door sat in, which we're supposed to keep the water in the tub surround and prevent it from splashing out onto the floor, I'm going to install a splash guard. This is what it looks like. This is kind of the general shape. It is rubber. It's malleable. It's bendable. You can move it into any kind of shape that you need. Luckily for us, we just need a nice straight line. It does have its own self-adhesive. So my plan is to measure. Remember, measure twice, cut once. Cut to the proper dimensions, peel and stick, seal with the silicone, and then we'll have to wait 24 hours before we can actually use the shower. The shower is coming together. All of the prep work is totally done. Now I'm ready to hang my shower rod and then the curtain. The type of rod that I got is just a tension rod, so I don't have to worry about screwing any new holes into the wall or into the fiberglass. I just set it, turn it for the tension, and you're good to go. You know how I said measure twice, cut once? Well, I never measured the shower curtain opening. The box says 50 to 72 inches. It said it was standard. So I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Well, I'm like an inch and a half too long. So we're gonna have to put this project on pause. I'll order the right fitting rod and we'll pick up where we left off with that. In the meantime, I got some really amazing backsplash that I am so excited to put up. So we are going to switch gears and head to the backsplash next. Step number one, we have to clean the surface. So I think I'm just going to use some rubbing alcohol that I have here at home and a cloth, and I'm just going to wipe it down. It'll clean off the surface dirt and grime. It'll take off any of that glue that sometimes seems to seep through the RV wallpaper, and then of course it'll dry really quickly. For this part of the remodel, I'm going to bring in some more tools. The first thing I'm going to use is a pen, because I'm going to have to do some marking and some cutting. I also need a straight edge or a ruler so that I can get those nice, crisp, clean lines. Now, the final thing I went ahead and picked up was some adhesive. Yes, these are self-stick tiles, but with the temperature fluctuations that you get in an RV, from extreme cold temperatures to extremely warm temperatures, I've heard a lot of people use an adhesive to really make their stuff stick and last a lot longer. According to the directions, it says that you spray it on evenly and you wait till it feels tacky but that it doesn't stick to your finger. And the product recommends 1 to 3 layers of adhesive. So I'm going to go in the middle and do a couple. The tile, as you can see, the kind that I picked out doesn't have a straight edge. So the manufacturer actually recommends creating your own straight edge here as well as down here. So starting in a corner with nice, crisp, clean edges and moving on from there. Okay, that adhesive, don't play around. Once you even get the hint of putting that tile up, bam, it is stuck tight. So yeah, I did have to do some finagling, peel it back off, respray, and get it set just perfectly so. I think that the rest of the tile will go much more smoothly now that I have this starter piece laid out. The other thing I learned is that the tile kind of has like a rubbery texture to it, so I can't smooth my hand over it very nicely to kind of get the whole surface to stick. So I think when I lay the additional tiles, I'm going to leave that little piece of cellophane over the top of it so I can kind of smooth everything out really nice. Then I'll peel it off. We got a lot more tile to go. Let's see if our methods improve. Of course, with any home improvement project, there's always a few hiccups. We got past one of the hiccups, just trying to figure out how to map out the tile, like around the outlet and the light switch. The light switch was really tough, but we got her done. The biggest hurdle I am facing though is these corners. The RV is not perfect. You see that the 2 walls do not butt up evenly. So then of course when I'm trying to lay this very sticky tile, it's not laying flat, and it's kind of pulling every which way. So I tore one and that was like my last one. So pro tip, order more than you think you need. So luckily with Amazon, I've got another one coming my way, which is just as well because again, I had to order a different shower rod too. This face is tired, if you can't tell. I think I'm gonna call it a night for now. And as soon as these extra parts get in, we will finish up this job. We're like 90% of the way there. We are so close. See you tomorrow. Hey everybody, welcome back to day 2 of the bathroom remodel. So I got the right parts this time. I ordered the additional backsplash and got that finished up, but you can't see the end result until the end of this video. I also got the new shower rod. Thank God for Amazon. That's been a lifesaver. Anyway, let's finish this project today. Overall, I am so pleased with how this bathroom turned out. Now, I didn't get too matchy-matchy. As you can see, I used a lot of patterns, a lot of colors and textures, but overall, I went with a blue and gray theme, and I think it turned out really nice. I just love this backsplash. It's my favorite part of this bathroom remodel. Now I'm sure you're wondering, what did it all cost? My all-in figure for this little bathroom remodel was $318. and a little bit of sweat and elbow grease. Not too bad at all, especially because it makes me happy to come in here now. Well, what did you guys think about the bathroom? What do you like? What would you change? Well, y'all, if you have liked this video or found it informative, please give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so you can be notified anytime we release a new video. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Natasha with Nursing Our Travel Bug, encouraging you to nurse what makes you happy. I gotta go get cleaned up. I'm all sweaty. Get out of here. You can't stay for this. Go! Scram! Skedaddle! Seriously, you gotta go.